What's going on, guys? Shimura Tensei, Nagito Kenshin, whatever you want to call me. And today, we're going to be doing part 3 of What If Deku Was Villain? And this is the most popular anything on my channel, really. Most popular series because of the simple fact I only have 2 series. And the second fact why it's the most popular videos on my channel is because the part 1 has 30 and the second one has 20 likes as of now, which is absolutely insane to a little small YouTuber like me. And I really appreciate all the people who watched this series so far, and just all around. As I will try to end the story in like 4 parts, so the next part will be the end part. And yeah, with that being said, let's get straight into the what if. Our story starts at the beginning of the USJ. As all the kids are sitting in the bus, also we point something out, how Deku's quirk is kind of like the number one's hero quirk, All Might, and the number 2 heroes, Endeavor. As Shoto winces a little after hearing Endeavor name as the number 2 hero. As as you all know, Shoto hates his father, hates his quirk, hates everything. So he's very conflicted about people calling him the number 2 hero when he doesn't even act like a hero. But as I digress, she's like, you have a fire quirk and a strength enhancer quirk. You're definitely gonna be the number 1 hero with both of those quirks of the number 1 heroes, the number 2 heroes. You'll be immensely strong. And as he says, thank you. But I don't know about the number 1 hero. I want all that attention. I think it's too much for me. As he's just saying this, as he doesn't want to be a hero at all. He wants to be a villain, as he is one at this time. But I digress. As they make it to the USJ, everybody's talking as he's like, keep it down, as Aizawa says. Keep it down, we're almost there. And as they all shut up, because at this point, they're all scared of Aizawa. As they make it there, they meet the Space Hero 13, as Uraka fans out to see the Space Hero as Deku. He doesn't really know if she's a real hero or not, so he leaves her be. He doesn't fanboy out, he just stands there and with a bland look on his face like, okay, so what are we going to be doing here? As he actually knows what they're going to be doing here, fighting villains. And as he's very confused, he looks around and he see All Might anywhere. And as they're like, "Ooh," as Deku's like, wait, wasn't All Might supposed to be here? As they was like, yes, he will be here in a minute. As 13 starts to whisper something to Aizawa, as Deku thinks this is kind of weird, as he decides to listen in on what 13 is telling Aizawa. As he says that he overdid it again, and he went over his limit. As he's like, how responsible? He's the number 1 hero. And he's like, but the show must go on. As he tells everyone what the USJ is, the user simulation joint. And as soon as he says that, a purple and blackish portal opens up in the middle of the USJ. As he's like, as a man with hands as a fetish comes out, and he's like, we're the League of Villains. And Kurgary's like, this sanctuary of justice, isn't it a great place for the symbol of peace to take his last breath, as he is breathtaking by how All Might's not even here. And as Kirishima says, wow, this place is cool. It even has fake villains. As Aizawa says, those are not fake villains. As everybody needs to leave. As Deku's like, leave? I'm gonna beat these assholes up. He's getting a little bit, as he has like a little nervous breakdown as he goes to attack Kurogiri. As he tells Kurogiri about the situation, how All Might has a presumable weakness as 13, as we flashback to 13 pointing at her lower left side. He's like, make sure to know when you hit at the lower left side of All Might when he arrives. He's like, as Kurogiri's like, where's All Might as they get into a bout? He's like, oh, nowhere. I don't really know, actually. He's gonna be here soon, though. As Mr. Teacher, after Teach over there said so, he's like, well, we have events that we could not foresee, as Kurogiri fake smacks Deku away, as he tells what Deku told him to as Kurogiri tells Shigaraki what Deku told him, as he's like, that annoying brat. I knew he would betray us. He's like, he hasn't betrayed us. He has some right information under his belt. He's like, if I could kill you right now, Shigaraki, I would. But you lucky you're our best part of transportation. As he says, I understand, Master. As he teleports all of the people away, as he lets Ida go, because he knows that Ida needs to go get All Might. So they can't hear you to get this over with. So, he lets Ida go, and he's like, why'd you let him go? As Shigaraki whispers, he's part of our blood. We need him to go get All Might for us. But Shigaraki kind of tempers the ticks out after pretty said this. And he teleports everybody away, including the people that stayed. He made sure he got them away too. Since Ida and all the people didn't distract him, and Bakugo was just standing there about how strong Deku has gotten. Like, he was going almost toe to toe with the villain, our real villain. He's like, I don't even know if I could go toe to toe with him. Deku truly is amazing. I don't know if I ever get as strong as him. But then he teleports everybody away. As everybody that didn't have anybody with him actually did it this time. Because everybody's gone, as I said. As people like Bakugo and Todoroki, well, they'll have people with them this time. They won't just be sitting there like sitting ducks, just ready to be taken out. They actually Todoroki won't need any help this time. As Aoyama just shoot him. Try to shoot him, but all the villains will just dodge, since it's like a 1 second stream of beam that they can't be I guess they can't be really useful. I mean, like, Earthquake can be really useful if you mastered it, but I digress. And let's just say whoever is UA Trader, Invisible Girl, but whoever was the UA Trader in the original isn't the UA Trader. They're just in UA as regular heroes. Invisibility Girl. But yeah, so since I said this was Miyashido's ship, Miyashida would leave with Asui Su, Mineta, and Deku. As they all end in the water, as Miyashido squeals like, my costume, it's ruined! No, no, no! As Asui grabs everybody with her tongue, my bad, and goes on to the boat as she had saw the villains, as Deku really didn't try to do anything because he wanted to get them out of here while he could. People might be a problem, but he's realized that Sue was kind of smart. She actually was pretty observant and straightforward. He might need to get rid of her fast, he said to himself. And as Mineta and Asui, not Asui, but Mineta and Mina are freaking out, Deku and Ashido are calm and collected, making up a plan about how Deku's like, fine, I'll flick the water, while Mineta throws so many sticky balls that it gets them in a little whirlpool, and they all stick inside of it. They won't be able to get out, and he's like, you use our tail to get us out of here. Ashido, that's a great plan. And he says, what about, I keep on saying Ashido. Suasui, I mean, my bad. As he's like, Minashi, though, you're gonna be a liability if we need any help. But Mineta and Deku, as he tells Mineta the plan, is Deku already knows the plan. As Deku jumps up in the air and Sue grabs him to a pole that's at the top of it was J. As Deku flicks the water, making a whirlpool, as Mineta throws so many sticky balls that his head starts to bleed. And as they land, they see their teacher getting trampled as Shigaraki is like, go ahead, finish him off now. No, he's finna kill him, but as soon as he tries to, All Might comes in like, I'm here. And he's like, wait, no, don't kill him, actually. As the Nomu appears so fast that All Might only had split second to dodge, or block to say the least. He can be able to dodge that, but he only has a split second to block. As he blocks it, and the Nomu strikes back with a hit to the gut, exactly where his injury is. As All Might gets hit in the injury, he falls to the ground, mouth bleeding. As right after that, Deku decides to stand with Shigaraki, announcing himself that I'm a part of the League of Villains, but as soon as he's finna do that, more heroes come in as All Might's getting beat down and Snipe shoots Nomo's brain, killing him as he lands next to Shigaraki and fake punches him away as Kuragiri makes a portal to catch Shigaraki and put him right next to them as Deku does 3 backflip back and he says sorry and then jumps back. As for sure, Shigaraki, he betrayed us. Well, let's make him pay. As they say, toodaloo. As Deku goes to the villain's hideout, and nobody answers for him, as he just decides to go home. As he goes home, and he sees his mom dead with his dad. It's like, when did he even get here? Don't tell me that the League of Villains did this. There's no way. As he shoots out with rage. They think I'm a villain. I'll show them a real villain, as he says to himself. He shoots out through the roof of his house, landing at the base of the League of Villains. As he opens the door to the sight of All For One talking to Shigaraki, as he tries to punch All For One, but All For One dodges. As he sees this, as Shigaraki's right next to him, as he grabs Shigaraki by the head, does a triple front flip, and smacks him on the ground. As then he holds Shigaraki by the neck as he says, I'll kill him. Come one step closer. I'll kill him. As All For One's like, well, you won't kill him. You're just a filthy hero that I trusted, and I'll give you my quirks back. As All For One tries to touch Deku on the head, but Deku gets a tighter grip on Shigaraki, says, I will do it. Don't underestimate me. He said, you killed my family, and I'll kill your successor. And he's like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I might never give you, as that is his grandson of his master after all. He's like, you sick psycho, you did this just to get back at All Might, didn't you? Well, I'll get back at you. As he grabs him, gets a tighter grip on Shigaraki, as Shigaraki's trying to claw his way out. As he's so frantic, he can't get 5 fingers on Deku's arm. As he picks Deku's up, as Deku picks Shigaraki up, smacks him on the ground repeatedly. He's like, get any closer, I'll pop his brains out. As he repeatedly does that until Shigaraki slips out of consciousness. All For One is disgusted as he he tries to use a wind pressure blast, but Deku dodges it just in time as he does a side cartwheel, and as he goes to the roof of the building, the whole building is destroyed. As helicopters start flying over, as it's on the news, as All Might's now terrified, and he's like, "I only have 1 hour left. I can use just 1 hour left to go beat down All For One." As he goes there, as he lands in, as he's like, "I swear on my life, All For One, you will pay." As he goes after him, as he smacks All For One in the face with the United States of Smash into the ground, as then Deku joins in at the same time, smacking him, mixing it with his black flames, covering them in his body, and then just beating down on as he's just beating down on All For One over and over again. As he gets up and All Might's now in his skinny form, he's like, "So it's true, you do have a weakness." It's like, huh? As Deku then kills All Might on live television, as Minashido's crying, he's like, I liked him. I like the villain. As she runs there to Tartarus, I think that was called. No, that's the prison. I forgot what that place is called, but as she runs there, she goes in and says, "Deku, you're a villain?" And I'm like, he's like, "Yes, I am. What's it to you, Minashido?" As he gives her a glare over All Might's dead body, burning it to a crisp. She's like, "I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Please let me, Deku-kun." As he's like, "Spend the rest of your life with me." A villain. He's like, "I'll become a villain for you." He's like, "Oh, you silly girl. Sure, I guess." As All For One says, "Since my successor's done, take my quirk." As he touches Deku on the head. As he gives him All For One. As he grabs All For One's hand, takes all of All For One's quirk that he's ever had, and shoots a pressurized blast at him, killing him on the site. As he's like, as All Might's dead body's just lying there. He's like, he goes to the helicopter, grabs it, then throws it down to the ground, grabs Minashido and take off. As that's where we're gonna leave this what if off for now, guys. Now, let me know if you're liking this what if so far, and if you are, then let me know in the comments. Like the video, cause why not? And subscribe, because you can always change your mind, and it's free. But with that being said, I'm out.